What is going on, YouTube? This is Jim, back with another video, and today I want to talk to you guys about the missing games from the PlayStation Classics lineup. Now, this comes out here in the United States on December 3rd, 2018. $100 US will get you a console and 2 controllers and 20 different games. Now, the full list of games is here for you guys to peruse through. I will tell you guys that there are some amazing titles on here, but there are some that are absolutely missing. Games to me that were pivotal in the PlayStation success, pivotal in how we think of the PlayStation brand. Some of them were genre defining, some of them were not. They were just a really, really good take on an existing concept. Games that I really do like on here: Destruction Derby, Final Fantasy VII, Jumping Flash, Metal Gear Solid, Twisted Metal. I think these games really encapsulate that aggressive edge of PlayStation. Not saying every game has to be aggressive, just saying that PlayStation was known as a more mature console for guys like me who grew up on Nintendo, who grew up on Super Nintendo, who were ready for the next big thing that Nintendo was reluctant to deliver on. So with that, let's jump over to the games that I think were missing from this lineup. Parappa the Rapper. Why would I put a kids rhythm game on a list after I just told you guys that PlayStation was for the mature audience? Well, besides the fact that this game had some really tongue-in-cheek commentary and some of the raps were obviously corny, Parappa the Rapper really was the brand mascot for Sony for a very long time. He held that mantle with both Crash Bandicoot and Spyro. The game was a very fun take on rhythm games with the really goofy perspective on the world, very over-the-top visuals, very unique art style, and I think it's one that all of us have a fond place for in our heart, which is really surprising to me why it was not included in the list. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater. I cannot tell you the amount of hours I sunk into this game with my friends. I like to play Tony Hawk, do all the crazy vertical stuff, just going to the half pipe back and forth, pulling off crazy 900s and 1080s and all the crazy tricks that Tony Hawk could do. While my friends like to stick with more grinding characters like Chad Muska, and driving around with that boombox on his back and grinding across cop cars and picnic tables, trying to really ramp up their high score. And this game really encapsulated the idea of a lot of replayability because there were so many ways to get high scores and to get good points. There were so many different names of funny jumps and ollies and grinds and tricks that would pop up that would give you insane multipliers that you wanted to go off and find. But even when you did, putting together those perfect stunts, putting together that perfect run was only one play away, especially in the cooperative player mode where you would play with a friend and it'd be split screen. You could see their score and you were trying to, feverishly get those last few points to win the match. Really, really a shame that this game isn't on here. I think more than anything else, this is the one that really hurts my feelings. Next, Castlevania. Now, Castlevania had a really long history coming into this. Some games were good, some games were not good. This game is considered, it says it right here on Wikipedia, one of the best video games ever made. What a genre-defining experience. The Metroidvania idea really originates with this Castlevania title. It had an amazing story, amazing abilities. It was really a lot of fun to play. It had a mature theme to it. I just don't understand how you can't have such an iconic platformer like Castlevania included in this lineup. Silent Hill. Now, I know Resident Evil was included in the list, so you do already get your survival horror hooks that way. But Silent Hill took that to another dimension. That was a psychologically horror game. That game messed with you. It broke you down. There were jump scares. There were so many things that so many games today still pull off of in that genre of just this psychological horror that's so, I can't even tell you guys how many things I see in a game and I go, that's from Silent Hill or inspired by Silent Hill. This game threw everything at us and it was a very, very fun experience. And really outside of this and Resident Evil, up until this point in time when this game was released, there were not games that made you feel the way that this game did in terms of sheer horror. Up until then, games were supposed to be fun or relaxing or competitive in a different way, way, shape, or form. But not like this, a game where like every corner, every turn could be your last. And really, really a lot of fun for that. Lastly, the granddaddy of them all, Gran Turismo. How many people played this game, got the little user manual inside like I did, that teaches you basically how to drive a car, how to drift around corners, how to take the perfect turn, how to accelerate. All these different factors, upgrading your car, competing with other people to make, maybe your tires were of a different type, or you had too much weight in your front end, or your tire camber was off. All of these really, really over-the-top technical things. Up until then, we thought of racing games as hitting X and turning left and right to steer. Never before did we think of games like this. It's really one of the best video games ever made. And the fact that it's not included, PlayStation's really, genre-defining racing game, that it's not included in this collection is really baffling to me. So there you guys have it. There's a list of games that I think should be on here. Here's one last time a list of everything that was on there. Leave a comment below. Let me tell me what games that you really feel should be on here. I am hoping somebody has figured out a way to jailbreak this thing so we can put some more stuff on here, especially the games that I mentioned. I could probably list another 20 off the top of my head that I really think need to be on there, but those are ones that I absolutely want to see. So leave a comment below. Let me know what you guys think. As always, I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, I will see you guys on the other side.